Former Deputy Assistant Attorney General Harry Litman and Constitutional Attorney Robert Barnes. Welcome to you both.
Good to be here.
Okay, already this is what we're being told as managing expectations. Ed Morrissey writes on hotair.com, don't expect to find sweeping condemnations of systemic corruption unless he, meaning the Inspector General, finds specific and convincing evidence of it. The report is more likely to cite specific actions and allow the readers to reach their own broader conclusions. Harry, what are you looking for tomorrow?
Yeah, so I think that's right. The IG is really a fact finder, a very thorough one, and not a policymaker. But I think there's going to be some really stern taking to task of former FBI Director Comey, especially for his public pronouncements about the Clinton probe. We already know that Andrew McCabe will come in for some criticism. Loretta Lynch, I think, will not emerge unscathed either. So there'll be a series of criticisms about the handling of the Clinton probe. What I don't see or don't look to, and this is in response to the comments by the Judiciary Chair, is anything that reflects really in any way on the bona fides of Mueller probe against or the probe in general that involves President Trump. For that, there needs to be some kind of connection that I don't think will be drawn in this report.
Yeah, it looks like tomorrow what we're just going to get is a look at how those senior officials at DOJ and FBI handled the Hillary Clinton email investigation, whether they deviated from policy, those kinds of things. Already tonight, just a reminder for folks, Inspector General Horowitz is the one who did refer criminal charges potentially against Andrew McCabe. It's
right.
Because of an internal referral of his that we know about the page struck text that went public. So, Robert, my question for you tomorrow is, do you think that this Inspector General will recommend or refer for any charges against those big names like Comey, Lynch, or McCabe, which he's already done in a different situation?
I think he will make a criminal referral against McCabe. I think he may make a criminal referral against Mr. Comey, though I think he'll mostly focus. I do. I think that most of his criticism will be focused on a lack of leadership, will be focused on his dereliction of duty, his failure to follow DOJ protocols, his failure to follow FBI procedures, which will reveal a discrepancy in a double standard, which will go to what the Justice Committee congressman was saying, that the only explanation for this discrepancy in double standards between the Clinton investigation and the Trump investigation, where in one case there was a real crime that was covered up with the FBI and DOJ's help, and the other one there was no crime where there was an attempt to create one that didn't exist, and everyone's been prosecuted to the max with SWAT raids and attorney-client privilege record raids and everything else, that the only reason to explain that is that discrepancy in the double standards is the weaponization and politicization of the Department of Justice, the FBI, and our national security intelligence apparatus by the Obama administration, of which Comey's handling of Clinton reflects. The key aspect is there's clear differences between what Comey says and McCabe says about who authorized certain leaks. And if the Horowitz concludes that it is Comey who lied, then it will be Comey who is also referred for criminal prosecution.
All right. Quickly, I want to ask you both the same question. Do you think there's any chance that the underlying investigation into Hillary Clinton's handling of servers and emails and classified information, that itself gets reopened? Harry, to you first.
No, I think very unlikely, and it's the whole galloping away into into Trobe land that seems off to me. There's this political kerfuffle about the probe itself, but it really doesn't shed any light on the Mueller probe, and I do not think there will be any reopening.
Right.
I should say, though, just quickly, Shannon, it's pretty low standard to make a criminal referral from an IG report.
All right.
It's just if there's any possibility.
Very quickly, Robert, any chance that underlying investigation reopens?
I think if we're going to inspire integrity in the Department of Justice, then that investigation does need to be reopened. But Comey did such a terrible job in terms of chain of custody of the server and the immunity that he handed out like candy, it'll be very difficult to meaningfully prosecute the case.
All right, we will see tomorrow night. Gentlemen, thank you for the preview. Harry and Robert, great to see you both.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
All right, Fox